Good afternoon, everyone. T-Speak at 222 XRP Future Millionaire with the side bet on XM and Future Digibite OG. So, guys, I told you yesterday not to take the gamble until we came back around to the same spot. And if we can hold this level, this is theoretically where you would get that bounce. The only problem to me is you could very easily not even form that right shoulder up to 38 and just call it a day and come down, because we had so much structure on the left side. We could theoretically just come down on the right side. It doesn't mean we have to build that same structure. But if you're asking me, my personal belief, it's hard to say, because it's followed exactly what I said, but I also said if it did that, you see how my line's ascending now? And I think that we could get up to like 36.8, 37,000, 38,000 max, or 39 where I do that line. But is it worth it? That's another story. You got to pay the in and out. We have found more volume at this level. Not much, but if you remember, before we crashed down to here, we were at about 2 Bitcoin when we go back here per. See, we were stuck at 2 for a while. So you want a 3-to-1 to tell you might be going somewhere. So we come back over here, and now we're at 8. So that's a 4-to-1 on volume at this level compared to 37,000. Well, that could either mean one of two things. We're either going to move up slightly, make a move up to at least 39 minimum, or max, but more likely somewhere in here. The question is, though, are we going to put some volume in, have a nice little pattern, or is this just simply going to come up over itself, and is that a hanging W right when this started? That's my question. So for me personally, I'm not touching this. With what I know, where I know this is going, this can only get you into trouble. But this is what people are talking about as a potential gamble. The other thing you got to realize is this could absolutely roll over on itself. It came back down to 77 cents again for XRP. It finished off a very, very small cup and handle, as you can see, and that is detrimental. The fact that it created this pattern under the support line, that just tells you the bears are winning right now. Remember I said yesterday when we finished that small cup and handle up to 84, when it pulls out, it comes down? Well, this one just finished a small cup and handle from 77 back to 78 and 3/4, 79. What do you think is going to happen after this? If we get no volume, this will just push right back out. And to me, it's like I said yesterday, it looks like it's forming a shoulder and a neckline as it comes up off of a W, and that's sideways and up. That's traditional. Hey, we're going farther down. We don't have enough volume. And seeing that we have an average of 8, and it's been mostly falling in a falling channel in a descending triangle, this tells me now we're finally starting to find some volume, but now we got to go even farther. This is very, very dangerous. Now this is acting as resistance. 78 cents all day today until just now has been acting as support. This entire time it's used that 78 line. And like I say, my lines are time tested. Lewis, this is between me, go between the lines. Lewis, how else do I know if it's support or resistance? Lewis, how do I know if we're acting as support? Lewis, or how can I tell my audience it's resistance? Lewis, if it can't go between the lines? Lewis. So another example of the Lewis lines working beautifully. We went below the line. We could not pop back up in the first half hour. You know the rule of thumb of Tom. You want to, within the first 15 minutes, a significant burst of volume to get back over to prove its support. Unfortunately, we just got enough volume to get back up to prove its resistance. And it looks like we're tailing off once again. So if this is true, and it's building up a wall to go even farther, we're going down to 65 cents imminently within the next 24 hours. I said 48 to 72. There's also that chance, you see my line down there, that we could bounce off that 73, because 73 to 68, there was heavy resistance. Well, heavy support, but I call it the resistance support because it was fighting with itself to get down there the first time to 65. So you could have a little structure built there, and that could be what all this nonsense is about. We're building some structure so we can get through that 73 all the way to 65. I'm just telling you guys, this could get ugly, and it could get ugly quick. If XRP is down at 65 cents, what does that mean for DGB row? Well, for DGB row, it's simple. Oh, what happened to my... Oh, I cleared out this fog. Damn it. So, if XRP's at 65 cents row... No, my line might come back up. Nah, probably not. So, you're looking at very, very dead in the face row. 4-2. Easy. This is why I said... you could lose a lot of money on DGB at this point from 4.9 to 4.2 or 4.19. And then if it can't break if it can't hold 4.2 row, it's this simple. This is how, and everybody who's watching DGB needs to understand these levels. If it breaks the 3.345, now we're looking at 2.8. If it breaks the 2.8, now we're going back right down to the 2.272, 2.264, and that's right where this pattern started. So that's how close we are, guys. 50% drop from here, and we're back where the pattern started. 50% drop from XRP doesn't put you back where the pattern started. You would still have to go another 60% from there. So that means DGB is in danger of going even farther than that. So row, your next level to look at for a real bounce would be 4.2 to the 4.4. Here, I'll put it at 4.4. We'll put it at 4.31. That would be your next bounce to look at if it doesn't hold this support level. And I mean, look at how perfect that line is on DGB as well, guys. I tell you, my lines are time tested for a reason. While, Tom, it is pretty impressive the more I've been watching this. How do you know? While, Tom, do you look at the moving averages? No, Bob, I do not. I am the moving averages. Remember, I'm the motherfucking moving averages. I don't need to look at the moving averages. I know when the moving averages are in play, and like we're coming up on the moving average right now on support now instead of resistance. So when you go to the downside of the moving average, which I know it is because my lines are time tested, that's a terrible sign. And this looks like we're creating a left shoulder into a head, which would complete this cup and handle at like 5.05. So basically what you'd be looking at is something like this. You pour it out, you got a little handle here if you're trying to confirm it. It's going to come out, it's going to pour up the top, and then it's going to come right back down. That's what's going to happen. Ro also asked me about Shiba. Well, Shiba's doing its own thing, but if XRP, assuming it doesn't get a pump, because you can see it's finishing off its cup and handle as well, it's going to pour out the top and then come down. If XRP's there, Ro, the problem with Shiba and you, is once you break 7, you've got some, down to the lower 7s. But then as you've seen, when I went back in their pattern, I broke this down before. You've got a 5-6 line that I think you have to come down to at some point before we make a huge run up. So I would watch that 707 line initially, see what that does. But I have a strong feeling that you're probably going to come down to here if XRP is in that range where it goes down under, to 65 cents and lower. I have a strange feeling you're going to be in that 0.00006 range instead of the 7.7 range. You're going to be in the 6.6 range. So, and then we'll end it with, I'll go over all these when I need to, but right now you just need to know it's crashing. And we could get this small bounce and that's it. XDC, same shit. They're all the same. Look how far that fucking handle went down. So that could be a small sign of a reversal, but it's not. That was just a huge sell-off. I'm just saying, this is what you have to look forward to, guys. And there's no reason for me to go through the whole list right now because there's no reason to get you excited. I've already told you all the levels. Like XLM. If you're asking me what I think it would immediately do, it would be something like this. Or you could come up to here. Or 30-1, like I said before. That would be the high end. So basically what you're looking for is it would do something like this and keep going, and then it would just crash and implode over itself. And now you've got the next level to push it down farther. So T-Speaker 222, XRP Future Millionaire with the sideband on XM and Future Digibite OG. Join Tom's Army $9.99 a month. Stop making excuses. I give you information like you'll never get anywhere else, and I don't understand what the problem is. Donate, drop a tip, do something, pay it forward, because I can assure you that this information is worth much more than what I charge. Stay true, stay blessed.